back. I don't know what I kinda do. A lot of things popped up. I've been busy. So sorry it took so long for this one.
Restrictions lifted.
Left off, we need to go to the lab. Okay. I can do that. Let's see. I've been busy with life, work, and a bunch of family stuff, so yeah. I'm trying to do it more often. So let me get there and see you guys in a minute. Well, welcome back. I finally made it. But
Beginning scan.
I've just been.
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Keep on keeping up. Weapons
It
detected.
felt more
All
like
weapons will be locked
a
until
walking
departure.
simulator.
All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter.
Honestly, I'm a little disappointed with it. I like the story of it, but it's boring just sitting there walking back and forth, back and forth. So I guess that kind of, turned me away from the game. But let's see what he wants. Damn.
Thank you,
It's
Sam.
rusty.
In reclaiming our past, we've uncovered a number of vital clues. Don't worry, I just got back. We have time. When you met with Mama, you experienced a strong antigen-antibody reaction, correct?
There was a BT in the room.
There was, but something else may have been causing it.
What the hell do you mean by that?
I've discovered large quantities of chiral matter in Mama as well. Not just the usual kind that collects on our skin or on our suits. It's in all her cells. Cells that are no longer active. The BT you encountered there was special. It was her child, but also her own soul. Somehow, her car and half failed to separate. They must have remained connected through the umbilical cord. It's the only explanation.
Is that why I didn't get a bruise where she touched me?
Yes, and there's more.
10 seconds to cardiac arrest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I modified the log times. Headquarters will have no record of what we say. Look,
I was really
a message from Dead
confused.
Man. It came with the umbilical cord.
Sam, I'm sorry. You deserve to know what you were carrying. But I couldn't risk Di Hardman finding out about the case. So I had no choice but to keep it off the books.
That's what I don't
We've
understand.
got
Why
to
are they
keep this
hiding
between
everything
us.
from Dead
We
Man
still don't know if the director
or
can be
Die
trusted.
Hardman?
The umbilical cord was taken from Bridget Strand. I removed it in secret. The cord wasn't attached to a fetus. It was outside her body. She asked me to take care of it. Said it was the key to unlocking the Death Stranding. But she insisted that I never tell the director. The cord shows no sign of decomposition or necrotization. Almost as if it's frozen in time. I thought Hartman might be able to make sense of it, so I had it hidden with your cargo at Mountain Knot City.
Dead Man's observations were accurate. It's just like Mama's corpse.
What do you mean?
How this is...
I mean, they share a
confusing.
very unique property. Both contain large amounts of chiralium in their cells. In other words, the president's cord was somehow connected to the beach, and that allowed it to escape the flow of time. I've put together the bones of a theory. It's patchy, but worth sharing, I think. Life on Earth has been rocked by many extinctions, great and small, including the Big Five. And if you examine the Earth's strata, its history, if you will, you'll find corallium deposits that can be dated to each. What if the manifestation of beaches and other associated phenomena correspond to extinction-level events?
You mean?
Yes. Our Death Stranding could just be the latest of many. The records and research you helped us to recover strongly suggest that we are in the middle of the 6th extinction.
6th extinction? Come on.
You know what this is, yes?
A frozen mammoth from 10,000 years ago.
Correct. And this?
The Iceman from 5,300 years ago.
They both had the same umbilical cords.
Bullshit.
Humor me. What if the mammoth and the Iceman weren't frozen?
You're saying time stopped for them just like it did for Mama?
Unfortunately, all these specimens were lost in the Death Stranding, so there's no way to examine the genuine articles, but some fragments of data did survive. With the aid of the chiral network, we may be able to piece together something more concrete using Evo-Devo tech. All right, how's this? A dinosaur from 65.5 million years ago. Umbilical cord, not decomposed.
Okay.
Only mammals have umbilical cords.
No, only mammals have umbilical cords used for childbirth. This is something else. Call it a strand from the other side. I propose that mammalian umbilici are a sort of mimesis of the strand that then evolved over time. We shouldn't assume that everything about a Death Stranding is detrimental to life. Trilobites, ammonites, dinosaurs, the mammoth, the Iceman, all preserved as if frozen in time, all without exception.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to piece all this together.
With strands, which is to say that all may have been connected to the beach. And this, when viewed in the context of the extinction entity, EE theory, leads me to surmise that organisms with strands are in fact extinction entities. You see, Sam, EEs are connected to the beach via their strands. And it is through this connection that they somehow bring about a Death Stranding.
So you're saying Bridget was an extinction entity?
It's far too soon to say anything for certain. And since you burned her body, we may never know.
Higgs said Amelie's an EE, that she doesn't have dooms like the rest of us.
Sam, think. Assume that President Strand was an EE. Isn't it possible that her daughter is too? At the very least, Higgs may hope as much now that the President is unavailable.
So he kidnaps her for EE powers or whatever to cause a mass extinction.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I doubt a single EE is powerful enough to cause a Death Stranding, assuming Amelie is an EE.
Well, Higgs sure thinks she's got what it takes.
Indeed. And we need to get her back as soon as possible.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Ah, this one is real. Sam, go west.
How do you want me to handle Die Hardman?
With your customary reserve. Nothing good will come of him learning of our suspicions. Whatever else is going on, we still need the chiral network.
Right.
Ah. Okay.
Activating lab security measures.
I think I can piece together. The chiral net, or Amelie, they're going to use Amelie to make mass extinction through the chiral network.
It's time, Sam. When you're ready, proceed to the shore of the tar belt and begin work on the chiral relay. Once it's ready, use the Cupid to bring it online. The necessary materials are prepped for you. Supplies are limited, so handle them with care.
Oh,
You'll
joy.
be carrying a lot, too. All things considered, this might be one of your hardest runs to date. Hartman knows more about the site than I do, so he'll take it from here. It's about time for his wake-up call anyway.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
I wasn't even gone that long, but okay.
Right. About that way station. The site we have chosen was an original candidate for the way station we lost to the tar belt. Ironically, we suspended construction because we deemed it a little too unstable and not worth the risk. But this time, it's our best shot. So let's hope we weren't right to change horses in midstream. Fortunately for us, the foundation we laid down is still intact. All you have to do is transport the necessary materials to the site and finish the job. I'm afraid it's the only way we can expand the network further west and rescue Amelie. We're counting on you, Sam.
Okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it. Let's see.
Order assigned.
Let's go ahead and make an extra one. Come on. Oh, that's on the carrier. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, well, we'll see you guys when I get there. Oh, joy.
Got company.
I would have to go through this. Oh, hey. I hope you guys didn't see that. Like, to, you know, be able to see them. Of course, I have to deal with DTs. At least I can, easily get rid of them. That's where this really makes it feel like Metal Gear. Alright, well. Why did I have to go through BT territory? Yeah, I know. Oh, God. That. I thought it was just one. I thought it was just one there. there's that. Well, I'll see you guys in a minute.
You need to get those materials processed in order to finish the Cairo relay.
And I finally made it. Sorry, I might not see the BT, but I ran into mules as well. And that was really boring. I only shot 3 of them with the rubber balls. So it was just as boring as BT, which may or may not be in this episode. There we go.
Good job, Sam.
Awesome.
Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
Neat. So with the way they make it seem, it seems like the entire country is split into 3 areas. Other than the cities, of course. Nothing new, as usual. That looked weird.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edgenut City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
That is a good question. Oh, there is. It's like, is there a terminal? Let's see. Don't think I'm gonna need those anymore. I thought I donated that, but okay. So how the hell am I... Holy rain. How am I supposed to get across? Ah.
The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across. There must be a way. We can't give up, not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
Why wouldn't I? Okay. Might just bust the check through this.
Getting harder to move. Yup. Yep, I'm sinking.
I feel like I'm doing this all wrong. There's no going back now. There's definitely no going back now. Hello. Not what I expected. Go ahead and do that. What? No. And I lost my grenade launcher.
I'm right here.
Just maybe. No for me, Captain. It's a big no for me. Maybe I can use this.
Huh. Can't say I would have ever thought of that. Well done, Sam. With you out there giving it your all, there's hope for us yet.
Come on. Jesus. To be honest, this was all an accident. I don't know why that's low and I don't know know, for some reason I constantly why couldn't I double jump there? That's right, that's what we're trying. That was intense. That was really intense. That was just as intense. But that was interesting, I gotta say. But I never would have guessed using PTs like that to get across. Never. So now I'm on the beach. Got all those dead whales.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down.
What a thing to sit there and sing.
Falling down, my fair lady.
Well, later. Or not. So am I across?
Higgs!
Keep your voice down. You don't want to scare the poor girl away, do you? She's in there. I can smell her. Of course, I wouldn't have known for sure if it wasn't for you and your wonderful network. Bless your heart. Thank you kindly.
God, I hate him so much.
I'm no exception.
God, I can't wait.
I'm not the only one wearing masks either. There's your boss man, and that woman, and oh, let's not forget little old you. Okay, it's okay. I know it ain't easy wearing a mask all the time. But now the mask can come off, right? Hey. You remember this? Nope. Poor sweet
God, I
Amelie.
can't wait to break him.
She's holed up in the beach nearby. Tell you what say we make it a race? Hmm? Whoever wins gets to usher in the end of days. Nothing like the eve of extinction. Bring focus to the mind. Makes folks honest. There'll be no need for masks soon. But I wonder, when you look death in her eye, will you blink?
So he likes the taste of tar.
Still with me, Sam? Even now, our way forward, our way to save Amelie is the same as always. Your first priority is to get a local distro center on the network. Until it's complete and everybody's connected, Higgs won't find it easy to get to Amelie. She should be safe.
What?
So take your time and do it right.
He just said he used it.
What's the holdup, Sam? Connect your Cupid to the terminal and bring the site online.
I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna call the episode. But now it's starting to get a little more interesting. Or it seems like it's gonna get a little more interesting. But I enjoy the gameplay mechanics. I enjoy the story. It's just the walking bored me. Ooh.
Good work, Sam.
Alright, what do you want?
You've made it as far as Bridges 1 ever did. We never pushed further west. Frankly, it's a miracle we kept that distro center running. Anyway, you're almost at Edge Knot City. Your final destination, where Amelie should be waiting. Smile, Sam. Only one more knot to go. One last time to put that Cupid to use. Though you'll need another component to finish the job.
Oh god.
Regardless, the nationwide network will serve as your ticket home. Just bear in mind that by bringing Edge Knot online, you'll likely be revealing Amelie's location to Higgs. You'll need to get to her before he does. Head to your private room and get your gear sorted. When you're ready to go, we'll give you what you need. Make sure not to leave the distro center without taking the order.
Yeah. But the walking just... God, it got so boring. I understand why, like, the world is basically, like, dead, but don't run into BTs that much. You don't run into the meals that much. So it's just a walking and mountain climbing simulator, as well as crossing rivers.
Sam, are you there?
it got
Amelie.
boring.
Can you hear me? Sam,
Over here, Amelie.
the network's nearly complete. Just one more nut to go. And then America will be whole
Alright.
again. Did I ever tell you my real name? I wanted to. It's Amerigo. After Amerigo Vespucci, the man who discovered the continent.
I thought it was Columbus.
Except Amerigo was full of it. He lied. America is a lie.
Amelie.
I'm on the beach, Sam. Our beach. The one where I was born. Higgs
Now I'm
will
really
never find me
confused.
here. He can't. So don't worry. Get the last Cupid to Edge Knot City and finish what we started. I'll meet you in your room at the distro center when it's all over. There's something you need to know, Sam. I've kept things from you. Worn a mask for the longest time. Everything Higgs said about me is true. I could end it all. Us. Mankind.
Now I'm really
Extinction.
confused.
That's what I am.
The hell does that even mean?
But it's not what I want to be. All I want is for you and me and everyone in this world to be whole. Sam. Promise you'll stop me. Don't let me end it all. I'll be waiting for you on the beach.
Amelie?
I want to know how she could end it all.
Amelie!
But here is where I'm gonna have to call it. So I will see you guys later. And hopefully I can keep this more consistent. Later.